So it all starts today. Yes, today is September 1st, 2023, and there are millions of people that will be impacted by what is happening starting today. So I'm going to get to a lot of the news that has just come out. One, what is going on with SNAP work requirements that starts today. Two, what is going on with student loan debt, what is happening as of today. The third thing we're going to talk about, what President Biden asked Congress for just yesterday, which is big. It's going to impact millions of people, including people on Social Security, SNAP benefits, and even WIC. So we will address that in a second. And something else that came out just this morning is the new jobs report. I will address what's going on there, what is the new unemployment rate, what we're seeing as far as participation, and lastly, what are wages doing, and how could this impact the Federal Reserve. So we're going to discuss all that stuff in today's video. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. So let's get right down to it. First, all I ask is if you enjoy these daily updates, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. First thing, SNAP benefits. Today is September 1st, and in a previously passed bill, Congress tells us there are new work requirements to be eligible for SNAP benefits starting today. Okay? What is happening is currently adults who are between the ages of 18 and 49, you are able to get 3 months of SNAP benefits without having to look for work. Okay? What we know is that if you are an able-bodied adult without dependents, you are eligible for 3 months of SNAP benefits. Okay, that's in a 3-year period, and you do not have to meet any of the work requirements. Okay, that number though, it will increase. Listen to this. As of September 1st, 2023, the age of the able-bodied adults without dependents goes from age 18 to 49 to age 18 to age 50. Next month on October 1st, it goes up to 52, and the next year on October 1st, 2024, it's able-bodied adults between the ages of 18 and 54. Okay? Just want you to keep that in mind because we are now starting to see they're going to reduce benefits if you are not looking for work. Now let's talk about student loan debt. I've told you guys this over the past few months. What we are about to see is student loan debt is going to start to accrue. Okay, the reason why is because interest on your debt, on your student loan debt, is starting today. September 1st, 2023, that is when interest will start to accrue. Okay, we haven't had to make payments. We haven't seen interest increase over the last 3 years. That changes today. Okay, balances are going to start to grow. You're going to have to start making payments, or they're asking you to make payments. But technically, President Biden said you can wait to make a payment until October 1st, 2024. Not 2023, which is next month. That's when payments start. So interest is going to start to grow as of today. This is significant because, again, we haven't seen this since March of 2020. Okay, but this is what is going to happen. Now, we do know there are people that are fighting against President Biden's student loan pretty much forgiveness plan, his SAVE plan, but as of right now, it is a go. So just be aware of that. That is happening as of today. Here's a big one, okay? We have 30 days, well, 29 days, additional days, because on September 30th, 2023, that is the final day that Congress can pass the federal funding bill. Okay, this is going to fund the government for fiscal year 2024. Well, President Biden, as of yesterday, is asking Congress for somewhat of a Band-Aid bill because he wants to ensure that student loan repayments are still easy, which again we have to fund the Department of Education. He wants to ensure that Social Security and Social Security recipients are going to receive their benefits and they're not going to be delayed. Because again, if we don't have any government funding, we don't have the money to fund the Social Security Administration, which delays things like office visits. You can't go and make a phone call because there's nobody there, and it just delays the benefits in total. Another one is food benefits for SNAP. Because again, we need government funding in order to provide benefits for people that are in need, right? Nutrition assistance, SNAP benefits, food stamps, whatever you want to call it. And if we don't get that, the government shuts down, and a lot of these agencies shut down as well. Now, I want to read you something. Because according to a report from the Office of Management and Budget, or OMB, they are saying that they reviewed the outline that the Biden administration sent them. And they made it very clear that without additional funding, Americans who rely on government benefits like SNAP and Social Security would see delays receiving aid, along with constrained consumer service. But here's another big one, and this is where many people are going to struggle. There's a program, because they're asking for $1.4 billion. That's what the Biden administration wants. Okay? Without the $1.4 billion that the administration is asking for, recipients of a special nutrition program called Women, Infants, and Children, also known as WIC, they wouldn't receive benefits at current levels. The current levels that they're getting now, they wouldn't receive that. That is a huge problem. Again, and as of April 2023, there's around 5 million infants and children that are participating in WIC. 5 million. Okay, that's low-income mothers and babies. That's where they're getting their benefits. So again, it's big. We also know low-income seniors are likely going to be in jeopardy because right now, without the $390 million the administration's asking for in this $1.4 billion funding request, they say between 20,000 or 20,000 out of the 76,000 seniors receiving SNAP benefits, they would actually be slashed from the program. Okay, 20,000 out of 76,000 seniors. Yeah, so obviously you can see how that's going to hurt. Now, let's get to the last news of the day. Again, a lot of stuff coming out today. What we now know is regarding the jobs report that came out just this morning is that unemployment, this unexpectedly rose. This went up to 3.8%. Okay, we also know payrolls. This increased by 187,000. This is actually pretty big. Okay, because this is bigger than the estimate. I believe it was 170,000 jobs that we were supposed to get. We had 187. Good news there. We went up. Now, the unemployment rate went up to 3.8%. The reason why this unemployment rate went up is actually because our labor force participation, this rose to 62.8%. This is the highest it has been since February of 2020, which was right before the pandemic. So you see why this is such a big deal. Now, there's a couple other things you need to understand. One of them is right now, we are seeing wages continue to grow. Good news is that even though wages are continuing to grow, they're growing at a slower rate than what was expected. We were forecasting 0.3% growth month over month. However, it came in, the hourly earnings increase was 0.2% month over month, which comes up to 4.3% year over year. It's pretty big. Okay? So being that we are coming in less than what the expectation was, that's good news for the Federal Reserve. So as of today, and we still have 19 days because I believe the Federal Reserve has their next FOMC meeting on September 20th. In that meeting, they will let us know if they're going to raise rates, they're going to pause rates, they're going to lower rates. What are they going to do? Well, as of today, the market is predicting it's a 90% chance they are going to pause. They are not going to increase rates. So we'll see if that is true. That is what's going to happen. We also have 2 weeks, or a little bit less than 2 weeks. I believe it's like the 13th. I think it's the 13th or 14th. We're going to have the the CPI report for August. It comes out on September, I believe, 13th. And so we will have that. We will know what our inflation rate is. Is it still 3.2%? What is it, right? Does it keep going up? Is it going down? Well, we'll find out very soon. As we do, I promise I'll keep you updated on everything that's going on. All you gotta do is two things. Hit the like button on this video. Also click that subscribe button so you never miss an update. And I will see you guys on the next one.